It's not. Hello, am I in focus? Who even knows? Hi, long time no see. How are you all? I hope you are doing well. Happy 2026. I actually can't believe it's January already. That is kind of crazy. It kind of still feels like December, but I think maybe that's because I've not taken my Christmas decorations down yet. Anyway, I thought I would sit down and chat about 2026 ins and outs because I've been seeing people give their ins and outs on social media, and I think it's a really fun concept that I've not done before. So I thought I'd get on here and get a bit chatty and talk to you about my ins and outs of 2026. First up, what is in? Journaling. My sister got me a journal for Christmas from Paper Republic. It's this gorgeous like plum colour, which I don't know if you can really see it on here. It's got my initials on the bottom, which I love. Don't know if you can see that. And I just love it so much. I've always loved journaling and scrapbooking, but I always thought it needs to be pretty and perfect and really aesthetic. But I really want this year to just write in my journal every thought I have. My notes app is full of the most random things, and I sort of want to start writing those down and not worrying about what the pages look like. Using some of the notebooks for work, for content, for acting, for uni, literally for everything, just random thoughts. Yeah, I want to start using it more like a junk journal rather than a really pretty aesthetic journal, because then I'll never use it, because then the pressure is on and I don't want to make it look ugly. So I'm going to try and take the pressure off of that and actually just write in it when I feel like it, if that makes sense. I have quite a couple exciting projects I'm hoping to do this year. Once I've finished uni in April/May, I'm going to have a lot more time to do some bigger, more long-term projects. So I'm excited for that, and hopefully to travel some more and do things with that. So yeah. Another in, being whimsical. I think adding things into your life that just make things slightly more whimsical and exciting and fun is in. I love to do little unnecessary things that just make my life feel a bit more magical and special. I think it's just all these little things that add up and make you a happier and more joyful person. And when you feel good in yourself, I think it radiates in how you make other people feel. And I feel like doing those little whimsical things add to that. Does that make sense? I feel like I've said a whole lot of nothing, but I hope that makes sense. Solo cinema trips are in. I love going to the cinema on my own, and when people tell me that they don't like going on their own or they're too scared to, it breaks my heart because it is actually one of my favourite things to do. I think going to the cinema is the perfect activity to do on your own because you're going into a room where they're going to turn the lights off and you can't talk to anyone, or you shouldn't be talking to anyone, and you are going to have all your attention on the screen. No one else in that room is paying attention to you, and you get to just immerse yourself in this world that's on the screen, in this story, in something you're excited to watch, have some snacks, just shut off from everyone else for like, 2 hours. And that is ideal to do on your own. And then you can reflect on it afterwards without having to like hear other people's opinions straight away. Sometimes I feel like I find it difficult to figure out how I felt about a movie when everyone else is telling me how they felt about it. It then affects how I actually felt about it. Does that make sense? I just think it's the perfect solo date to do, and yeah, I love it so much. It's definitely in 2026. Substack and long form content. I love video essays and reading people's publishings and their thoughts. There is so much of that out there, especially on Substack. I have a Substack called Letters to Strangers, and I've not written on it in quite a long time, pretty much since I started making content. I used to love it so much because I didn't put any pressure on it. I really want to start writing more. There is so much out there on Substack. You could read about literally anything you want to. And yeah, I definitely think long form content is in for 2026, going away from quick, fast-paced videos. And I just feel like we all just need to like breathe and take a pause for a minute and just like relax. Unapologetically fangirling and being a nerd. I've always been a fangirl at heart. I've always been a nerd at heart. I have loved books and movies and fandoms ever since I knew what a fandom was. I feel like I was unapologetically a fangirl from age 11 until 14. Then like 15 hit and I just stopped. I just didn't want people to know what I loved and what I obsessed over. And I feel like finally in the last year and a half I've been able to express the things that I love and be a nerd again and be part of fandoms and be part of the excitement of sharing your appreciation and love of people and art and stories and characters. And that is so fun and that is so in and cool, and I love seeing people obsess over things and just be passionate about things that they love. And now let's get into the outs for 2026. I have them written down here. Watching videos on 2x speed. I am a massive culprit of this and I want out. I don't want to do it anymore this year. I have no reason to be watching things on 2x speed. It is just making my attention span worse. I've noticed in myself I'm not able to pay attention to videos for very long anymore, especially when I'm trying not to watch them on 2x speed. I feel like people are speaking so slowly, and that is a problem because people don't speak in 2x speed in real life. And getting used to that online means that I struggle to listen to people in person sometimes, whereas I just want to be able to relax and listen to people. And I've made the conscious effort to stop using the double speed feature on social media. Sleeping with your phone within arm's reach. This is something I'm a massive culprit of. My charger is right next to my bed and I keep my phone there overnight. I think I've been telling myself that the reason I do that is because I set an alarm to wake up in the morning and I want to be able to reach my phone to turn it off. But I know that it's because I want to scroll before bed, put the phone down, go to sleep, wake up, scroll again as soon as I wake up. That is an unhealthy way of living. I used to lay in bed and read a book for like an hour and a half before I went to sleep. And now instead I'll just be editing, I'll be scrolling, I'll reply to emails, which you really shouldn't do at 1 a.m. And then as soon as I wake up, I do the exact same thing for half an hour before I get out of bed. So I want to start sleeping with my phone on the other side of the room so that when I wake up, I have to actually get up to either turn the alarm off or to use my phone. And yeah, parasocial relationships. So I said before that fangirling / being a nerd, I think, is in. There's a line between being a fangirl, fanboy, nerd, and having parasocial relationships. I think there's a massive thing online of people believing that they know somebody, a celebrity or whatever, because they've seen interviews of them or clips of them, or they know their character. And there's a massive difference between knowing a character inside out, because they are fictional and they are written on pages and they are made up and you can read between the lines. But people like actors and singers and celebrities are real people, and so I just think parasocial relationships are getting too much online sometimes. I think they're out in 2026. Judging other people's taste in art. This is something I feel quite passionate about. I think art is so subjective and it is so important to have those conversations about how it makes you feel and how that can not be aligned with how someone else feels. I could love a movie, someone else could hate it, and vice versa. And I think that's what makes it so special and so incredible, that you can discuss things and people can watch the exact same movie and feel completely different about it. And the same goes for art, fashion, music, everything. And I feel like there are a lot of people online who start believing that their opinions are correct, or like that someone can't have an opinion that differs from their own. And that can turn really toxic. I think we shouldn't judge each other for what we like and what we dislike in art and music and whatever. And it should just be like a nice conversation where you can learn from each other and understand why people like things and why they don't like things, rather than just like coming at somebody for not liking something that you like. Does that make sense? I think let people have different opinions. That's what makes life exciting, no? Poor cinema etiquette is out. Don't use your phone in the cinema. Don't talk loudly. You can have like a tiny little comment every now and then to someone you're with in the movies, but don't use your phone. Don't take pictures. Don't like audibly, I don't know, just be polite and respectful of everyone else. Those are my ins and outs. Let me know yours for 2026, and I'm excited to hear them. This is such a pretty copy. Focus. There we go. Pop you down here. That might just be a bit easier. Good morning, how are we doing? I am currently in Hampstead Heath. I'm just waiting for a friend who I'm very excited to see. We're gonna go get some coffee and some pastries. We're in Hampstead Heath. Did I already say that? I don't know. I love Hampstead Heath. It's one of my favourite areas of London, and it's not raining today, which is one of the first times it's not done that in a long time. But yeah, this week has been very, very, very hectic, all for good reasons, but it's just been a lot. If you don't know, I'm in my final year of university. I'm studying journalism. So we are very quickly approaching the end of the degree, which means a lot of projects, a lot of exams, a lot of assessments. So it's sort of been a struggle to balance that and all the exciting content things and like all the projects I want to do. But I'm trying my best and I'm enjoying it nonetheless. So that's good, but this week has just been quite hectic. I had an assessment day at university, which I think went really well, so that's good. And then I went to a few screenings this week, which were all amazing. I went to Steel, which is Sophie Turner's new drama. I'm actually so excited to watch the rest. I think it's out soon, next week. I should probably know that, but I am very excited. It's out in January, and it is so good. It is gripping. It's about a heist, and the heist happens in episode 1. And then the rest of the series is like trying to figure out sort of how they did it and how they pulled it off. It's just really interesting, and I loved it, and I love Sophie Turner, and the whole cast were incredible. So I am actually very, very, very excited for that. And the evening was really fun, so that was nice. I will put some clips of that evening in now. Starts feelings. Yeah. Yeah.
Barney once won $1 million one evening. So I was sitting next to Barney and I'm like, you know that I can't play.
So yeah, that was that. And then last night, oh my god, it was a big night for me. As a fan of Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, like a big fan, I felt so lucky that Now TV took me to see the first 2 episodes of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms at the BFI with a Q&A with the cast and crew, which was literally like it's those moments where I'm like, what is my life? Like, I don't understand how this has happened, but I am so beyond grateful. I'll put some clips of that now.
George R. Martin comes. I've got my hand on my eyes, and then I walk into the room, and George R. Martin is just sitting there watching the monitors, and then I'm just. Hi! And then I just say hi, and then he says, oh, it looks amazing, and it's all unbelievable. And he also said to me that I looked like I've jumped out the book, and he said that about all the cast as well.
If you're interested in seeing more about, like, you know, behind the scenes of events and like what it looks like at events, or like what it's like to go to one, let me know, because maybe I could do a little event come along with me vlog. I don't know, do you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, it's been a hectic week. I'm now going to walk back to Hampstead Heath Station and meet up with my friend for some brunch and coffee. And yeah, I hope you all have a lovely weekend. Hello, I just wanted to quickly come on here and say goodbye because I realised I never did that before. I am back in my flat now and I had a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed whatever this video ends up being, a bit of a compilation of my January so far. And if you have any videos you'd like to see from me, let me know. But if you did enjoy it, please let me know, like, comment, whatever you want to do, subscribe. Also, if you have camera recommendations for me for vlogging or filming or anything, please do share because I need help. If you stuck it out to here, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye. Hello, I'm currently editing this video. Let me show you. There we are, and watching Howl's Moving Castle. And I realised I completely forgot to mention something really important in this video. I'm currently working with Women Without Borders Film Festival, which is very exciting. I'm all for championing women's voices in the creative arts, and that is what this festival is all about. And I wanted to mention that if you are a filmmaker and you have a film to submit to a film festival, a short film, any sort of work like that, I have a link that allows you to submit your film for free or for a discount, depending on how early you are doing it. The deadline is coming up in February. I will put all the information here. It is such a wonderful opportunity for filmmakers to get their work out there, and I'm so excited and grateful to be working with the festival this year. I hopefully will be able to talk about that some more soon, and yeah, I just think it's really important to get female voices out there and seen and heard. And please do submit if you have work. If you have any questions, comment them, let me know, message me on Instagram, and I'm happy to help you if need be. So yeah, bye.